Hey everyone, and welcome to Isms by Josie. Today I'm going to be doing my long and past due work nails. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in. And for my new viewers, please consider subscribing, share, hit that like button, leave a comment below, and click on that notification bell for future videos. So what I'll be using in this video is multifunctional soft gel tips, but I am going to do one hand with the solid nail glue gel, and then I'm going to use the other with this nail tip glue. So it's been a minute since I've used either one, but I never really got to test out these multifunctional tips using either or for a long time. And or at least more than a day or two, and I still have them on, and it's been what, 2 weeks. But in these full multifunctional soft gel tips, these are the coffin ones. They do have stiletto ones, and these are convertible to several shapes and sizes. If you look closely, they have etched lines that you can follow with your nail clipper to do either a coffin shape or an almond shape for this particular set. If you do get the stilettos box set, it'll be the same, just obviously shape of stiletto, and they do have different sizes as well. So I'm going to be using these, and unfortunately I won't be doing long nails today. I will be doing as short as I possibly can. So I think these are, I don't want to say they're medium, but they're kind of short. Yeah, I think I'm going to be using short, and as you can see, I already did the 4 nails on each hand, and I am going to do my thumbs in this video so that we are not sitting here forever. But I already did the prep on them. I pushed back my cuticles, and I filed down the shininess of the nail and trimmed all the dead cuticles off my thumbs. So I'm ready to go. I just got to pick the right sizes as I have here, and just making sure that each one fits snug as a bug. So I just got to remember that my left hand is going to have the solid nail gel glue, and I did that because that's my less dominant. On my right, I'll be able to have it sit on there for a bit without having to fiddle around with it with my less dominant hand. But I am going to be putting on some nail dehydrator and acid-free primer, and this is all the same system. In my last work nails, I ended up realizing that the Gelish nail dehydrator and acid-free primer did not work well at all with Varnail. So for this solid nail glue gel, I'm going to put on a layer of base coat. So when you apply these soft gel multifunctional full cover tips, you want to use base gel when you're using the solid gel. On this side, that is just using the nail tip glue. I'm not putting anything on there. All that is on there is the dehydrator and acid-free primer. I did put primer on the tips to give it that extra stick. If you don't do that, you do have to etch the underside of the nail by giving it a nice file. I did put a lot of glue there, so I just scraped it off, and then giving this a flash cure with my gooseneck lamp and scraping off the excess before it does a full cure. I do stick it under a lamp after I flash cure. So now for this solid gel side, like I said, less dominant hand, so I'm a little unsure about how I'm doing these. So I want to use the solid gel to give me some time to be able to place the nail right. When you're using your less dominant hand, you're always holding things not as tightly as you'd like them to, and it's like, I don't know, I think your directional sense is off too with it. So solid gel would be best for your less dominant hand, so that you have more control over what you're doing. So I did trim those nails with my nail clippers. I'm gonna have to get new ones of those. Those are nearing the end of the road there, but this is the end result, you guys. I did do a file down to make everything nice and even and soften up the square a little bit because I do scratch myself a lot at night. But I'm going to be using an array of transfer gel polishes. We have 64 ice lime and Varnail. I have here, and I don't remember the name, so I'm going to have to read them, 106 Cyber City. And these are going to be mostly blues because I once again tried to pick colors that match my work logo. This one here is a Born Pretty. This is number 11 Semi Jelly from their, I think it's called the Ice Jelly collection. I can't remember. And then this one here is 065 Caribbean Sea. If you remember a few videos back, I did do PR for Born Pretty, and I did from their Moss Wave collection. I did green jade, and this one here is white jade. So in this video, I am going to be doing a blue jade. It is a thing. I looked it up. This is magnetic gel. It's also a little jelly, but I wanted to have that luster factor into these nails. When I did do the Born Pretty PR set, they did have a metallic color that was also jelly. So this works out. I really like that I ended up having everything that I needed. I pretty much selected the same kind of hues of color that I did the jade nails with Born Pretty. I just ended up, sticking to blue instead of green. So I have my base color and I'm taking blooming gel, and the blooming gel is also from Varnail, so almost everything here is from Varnail. And I'm doing the same thing that I did with the jade nails, just taking each different color and making 2 or 3 swipes and wiggling the lines a little bit to create some sort of marbly effect. And as I'm doing this, it is really just starting to bloom out. So you do have to kind of work fast and maybe not play with it too much. So we're going to see. At this point, I'm very skeptical. It's like, oh, this is a little too light. What am I going to do? I am crossing the lines to add a little bit of layer to this design. It's going to give it some depth, and you're going to be able to see these colors just shine through each other. And then I've got my milky white. Milky white's kind of like a neutral. It's going to bring everything together, whether it's a light shade or a dark shade. But now I'm taking my blooming gel, and I have my cat paw magnet. I'm going to use that Born Pretty magnetic gel to move these metals around, make them shine randomly, and still sticking with the blooming gel effect, so it's giving it that really nice lustrous look. And then I am going to put some base coat. I did file it down. Adding all those layers did add some extra random bulk here and there, which does not look nice at all. It looks bumpy. So I did put a layer of base coat and filed it down, and then after I got it nice and smooth, I did put another layer of base coat, as you saw right there. So next I'm going to be doing my design, and I'm going to be using a lot of Maniology stuff. I got my BAM white, I've got my butterfly stamper, and then I'm going to be using it with my butterfly scraper it came with, and I think this was limited edition, I can't remember. And then I've got my cotton holder. It's a pineapple cotton holder, and there's the little prongs that pop out. I'm going to use that to clean this plate here. I have this is one of my scroll plates that I got. This is NPM469, and I'm going to use various images for this set, and I'm also using the BAM white. It's kind of like all of my work company logo colors all in a set. And I did have someone actually notice the nails on my trip, And they, like, oh, it's so cute. And I was like, yeah, did you notice that it's the company colors? And they were like, oh, wow, they are. So this glass top coat, by the way, is a must buy because, kid you not, till this day, 2 weeks later, I don't know when did I put these on? A while back. But they're shiny as hell. The only thing is that there's you can feel a few cracks, and I don't know if that was because of bowling, because they are on my left hand. I don't feel it on my right hand. I did go bowling with the coworkers one night, and I definitely felt some pain letting go of that bowling ball. So, but I do feel cracks, and if I look at it closely, it's so shiny. But if I look closely, I can see a little fractured line on a couple of the nails there. So who knows what that was, but the nails are so shiny with the glass top coat. So I'm just using my Jenny's Secret because I'm not messing around with these rhinestones. They need to stay on there. And I'm using the glass top coat over that and putting these green rhinestones just to add the green, because I feel like the green that's in the jade nails isn't coming through all the way. But anyway, this Jenny's Secret is so strong that it keeps if you have rhinestones with the mylar background, it's the mylar background on some of my nails is stuck, but the green part, the green rhinestone, the fake part, it came off. So that's how strong it is. It still holds on to the backing, but you can't help it if the top of the rhinestone pops off. But anyway, that's why I love to use Jenny's Secret. Again, like, I think most of the stones on my left hand that I use to bowl are the ones that kind of came off, leaving their silver mylar back on here. But anyway, so last but not least, I'm going to use my Nourish cuticle oil with Gelish. I love this. I have bottles of these up the wazoo, but I'm just using this all over to get back the shine in my hands, and then we're going to show you guys the end results. Look how shiny that is. I did have to nail wipe the cuticle oil off of my nails, of course, after I rubbed it in, but like I said, these nails are super shiny with that glass top coat. But comment below, let me know what you think of this design. It's a little bit more busier than my last work set, but if you did see that video, the colors are similar. And ultimately, I really love this jade design, and I would love to do it in many more colors. So I definitely recommend trying this jade thing because I love my jellies, as you know, and these just came out so cool. Alright, so thank you so much for watching, you guys. This is Isms by Josie. Please share, like, and subscribe for future videos. Love you, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks. Bye.